Your mind is going through multiple ups and downs, and you're able to observe it. You're able to see it. So even your mind is getting observed. The point here is, who is the one who is observing the mind? Namaste. I would like to introduce myself as a nobody doing nothing, but I know that won't fly. My name is Bidhan. I'm a homemaker, a career banker, an entrepreneur, and doing multiple roles like any one of you. 2012 is when I chanced upon Upanishads, and it had a profound impact on my life. Since then, I have dreamt to bring the key aspects of Upanishads in a manner which is simple, relatable, and implementable in our daily lives. So here we are with a set of videos to make spirituality simple.
Hi Bidhan.
Hi.
Hi, it's good to be back, and it's good to continue this conversation that we've been having, where we're slowly digging into the surface and understanding. And it's so nice that you're making spirituality simple, right? So some thoughts that I have been mulling over, something that has been stuck to my head from our conversations, is that spirituality is our inherent nature, and it's just that we have forgotten this true essence, right? And you also said that if we discover this true essence, then we have the ability of being happy, of attaining happiness, which is not dependent on any kind of external force, people, or situations.
Correct.
And also this feeling is not going to be fleeting, right? Those two things, I think I remember it really well.
Yes.
And I also remember asking you how we can start on this journey. But you, of course, you gave me, I've heard this so often from you. I think that's also stuck in my head, where you kept saying in the first episode, I think you spoke about being changeless, timeless, limitless. I think those were the exact words. But what are you talking about? That also, I really want to know what that is.
You find this a little complicated is what you're saying.
Yeah, abstract, not complicated, a little abstract. Yeah.
It's okay to feel that way right now. As Sri Shankaracharya very beautifully said, that to understand this in real depth, we need fourfold qualifications, and he called it sadhana chatushtaya. He said that we need to have viveka, vairagya, shata samadhi, and mumukshatva.
Hold on one second, okay? I asked you to explain some words, some English words, which I didn't understand. And you've essentially given me words that are more complicated and with words that make no sense to me at all. I thought you said we were making spirituality simple, but you're kind of making it very complex.
Okay, I get it. We will pick this up later. We will talk about these fourfold qualifications later. But let's come to the crux that you are asking. And in the last episode, you have asked that how should we initiate ourselves in this journey, isn't it? So what we will do right now is we'll try and make this session very interactive. And for our viewers also, they will be able to think through when I am going to ask you a specific question. So I'll suggest each one of you to really think before Preeti suggests something. Right. So let us start. So Preeti, what are you experiencing right now? Or what are you seeing right now?
I think I would say I can experience the floor because my feet are touching the ground. Maybe this chair I'm sitting on. The Bhagavad Gita, I can see all the cameras and the lights. So that is what I'm experiencing right now. You're experiencing.
Okay, talk to me about how are you feeling right
now? Feeling maybe slightly nervous, but also a little curious to see what's happening, to see what this conversation is about.
Right.
Maybe, yeah, both of those.
So this is also your experience? This feeling is also your experience?
Yes, yeah, it's my feelings.
Your feelings. Right. So if I were to ask you, there are experiences which is happening outside of you and experiences happening inside of you, correct?
Yes, for sure.
So what are your experiences outside?
The chair, anything that I can see that, touch and feel.
Right.
So the chair, the floor, everything around me. Yeah. Those are my outer experiences. And like I said, that feeling of nervousness is something that is inner.
So somewhere you have defined that anything that happens outside of your body and mind, or something which is not happening within your body and mind is outside, and something which is happening at the level of your body and mind is inside. So you're kind of you're kind of creating a boundary with your body.
Yes.
Your body is so inherently you're trying to say that body and mind is you. That is you. That is your experiences inherently inside, and everything is outside.
Yes.
Correct? So I'm going to make a very bizarre statement right now. I mean, I'm not making this statement. This has been told in Upanishads that anything that you experience is not you. Whether it is this chair that you experience, whether it is the flow that you experience, whether it is your body that you experience, whether it is your thoughts that you experience, anything that you experience is not you.
What? Wait, hold on. What do you mean? What does that even mean?
Okay. So for you to experience something, it has to be separate from you.
Okay. Yes.
Right? You're experiencing this chair, isn't it? Or rather seeing this chair. So it has separate from you.
Yes.
You are experiencing your outfit. It is separate from you. Now, when you are experiencing your thoughts, when you're experiencing your feelings, aren't those thoughts and feelings separate from you?
But it's still my thoughts and my feelings, right? So how can I say that it is separate from me?
It is, you can always say it is my car, my house, my outfits, my thoughts, and my feelings.
Wow. Okay. That's
right?
Huge. Okay.
Right? So, okay. So you have always spoken a lot about pause because you have done psychology a lot. Talk to me a little bit more about pause. What is that pause that you all speak about?
So essentially, when you're faced with any kind of difficult situation, you take a pause.
Right.
And you kind of distance yourself and you observe what emotions you may be having.
Right.
So that you can come back to it and handle the situation in a better way. So that's what the pause is.
Interesting. So when you said you, in a pause, you observe your emotions and your thoughts. It's like saying that you're sitting in a theater and you're observing multiple characters playing their roles, right? Which means those characters are separate from you. Similarly, when you are saying you observe your thoughts, you observe your emotions, it clearly goes to say that they are separate from you. Otherwise, how can you observe them? They might be more intimate to you compared to this chair. The chair seems to be a little far away than your body, than your thoughts, than your emotions. But the fact of the matter is, this is as much experienced by you as much as your thoughts, your emotions, and your body.
Wow. Okay. Let me see if I can piece all this together. So you are saying that anything that I experience, like this chair or my clothes, is separate from me.
Exactly.
So because I experience my thoughts, my feelings, and even my body, you're saying that I am separate from my mind and my body?
Exactly. Haven't you seen your feelings changing?
Yes, feelings change.
Haven't you seen your beliefs changing? What you believed 5 years ago, is it the same thing you believe today?
No, yes, they have evolved for sure.
Right? Haven't you seen your body changing?
Yes. Okay.
Haven't you seen the cars and the people and the trees and the chair changing?
Okay.
Right? So there is someone who is able to see things, something within you that is able to see changes in your thoughts, in your feelings, in your body, and everything apart.
Yes, I sort of get it, but again, I would like to ask, this is all happening within my brain, right? It's happening within my body, my mind. So
this is an interesting aspect that you're trying to say, that it is happening in my mind. Somewhere, the statement that you're trying to make is that your mind or your brain is creating this feeling, isn't it? Your brain is actually creating this feeling of awareness. That is what you're trying to say.
yes.
Right? But this is where the difference is. There is something called the hard problem of consciousness. And that is a complete separate topic altogether. But let me ask you a question. When you get up in the morning, do you see your mind is dull?
Yes. Yeah.
Suddenly during the day, your mind becomes active. And during the night, the mind again becomes dull.
Tired, yeah.
Tired?
Yeah.
So you're able to observe your mind, isn't it? So how can be your mind? Your mind is going through multiple ups and downs, and you're able to observe it. You're able to see it. So even your mind is getting observed. The point here is, who is the one who is observing the mind? Who is the one who is observing the feelings that is arising in the mind, the thoughts that is arising in the mind?
Right. Right. I mean, oh my God, that's huge. Okay. So I am aware that my brain is sort of dull in the morning, that it experiences different emotions, it goes through different feelings. But because I'm aware of that and I'm able to witness or observe that, you're saying that I am not that. I am not the mind, or I am not the brain, because there is another entity that is essentially witnessing.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay.
There is something that witnesses them, right? If it has to be separate.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And this is where the spirituality starts. And very beautifully you spoke about the pause. Because what you are doing is that once you create a distance between your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, your ideas of right and wrong, your body, your possessions, your relationships. So once you start creating a distance, you are able to see all of this as something not you, but your experiences, your observation. And in that pause, something beautiful happens. Because at some point of time, you'll start asking yourself that who is the one who is observing.
Wow.
Let's not go there right now.
Yeah.
Right now, what is important for us to understand is that anything that I experience has to be separate from me, even if it is my own thoughts, my own feelings, my own body.
And you're saying that this is the first step to discovering your true nature, to sort of understand that anything that I can experience, whether it can be something tangible or something intangible, both, if I can experience it, it means that I am separate from it.
Exactly.
And that's a big first step. I think it's a very strong foundation. It's a big step that, it's going to take a while to understand as well. So, you know what? You had mentioned in the first episode that we are, I think that's what it means, that you said we are spiritual beings having a human experience and not human beings having a spiritual experience.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay. Sort of kind of connects the dots somewhere, saying that, okay, because that being is the one who's witnessing and having this experience.
Exactly. What is your human experience? Your thoughts, your ideas, your notions of right and wrong.
Your belief system.
Belief systems, your body. This is a part of your human experience. And you are that spiritual being which is having a human experience, not a human being looking for a spiritual experience.
Wow. I think we have simplified it a lot. And I mean, just kind of saying that as much as this chair is not me, my body and mind are not me. Is that as simple as I can make it?
Yes. If you have to put spirituality very simple, and you have to see that the spiritual essence is able to observe my body and mind, and therefore I am certainly not body and mind, while it is very proximate to me, very close to me, but objectively thinking.
Wow. So like you said, this is the first step, right? So this is the first step into me going on this path of discovery, of me understanding my true essence. So let's say, for example, let's give it a hypothetical situation that yes, I do understand that I am separate from my body and mind. I start sort of keeping a distance and witnessing the thoughts or things that are happening in my body as a witness.
Correct.
Then am I ready to discover my true essence and find this permanent happiness that you're talking about?
So it's like this, Preeti, that you're going to the gym the first day and you expect that you shed all your weight and you're perfectly, then you have a perfect body. So
isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that doesn't work. But yes, this is the first step. Of course, this is the first step. The first step is the awareness that I am someone which is separate from my body and mind, and therefore I can observe it. And the more we start observing it from a distance as not me, we have already initiated ourselves into the path of knowing who we truly are. And when we move into this path of knowing ourselves, some magic happens.
Magic, okay. So what is this? What are these benefits and what is this magic that you're talking about?
You want to know everything today?
I knew it. The second I ask you some question, you'll be like, I will do it in the next session. That's what you're about to say?
Exactly.
All right. I will definitely take it up in the next session, where we sort of understand what are the benefits that, me being on this path, what are the benefits I can achieve from it.
Absolutely. And to the viewers, I would like to suggest that every time there is a certain emotions and certain feelings or certain thoughts that comes to your mind, instead of immediately identifying with it, just take a pause, observe it as not your own self, but something else. Do it for some time and then see what happens. And anyway, we are going to see you next to discover in terms of what benefits we get by using this process.
All right. Thank you so much, Vedant. Look forward to the next conversation.
Thank you. Thank you for watching our video.
If you do like our video, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends as well. And don't forget, leave your valuable comments below.
It will help us to come out with more relatable contents in the future, because ultimately our aim is to make spirituality simple. Thank you.